Okay, today we are going to finish up investigation 1 with the lesson 1.4, which is over using a chip model, which would be red chips and black chips to represent addition sentences or subtraction sentences with positive and negative numbers. So first off, we're real quick going to read the top of page, or I'm going to go over the information. At the top of page 17 and from the book, which is simply that when we have businesses that used to keep their records by hand, accountants used red ink for expenses and black ink for income. And if our income, the amount of money we took in, was greater than the amount of money we had to pay, or our expenses, the businesses were said to be in the black. So the black chips are going to represent positive values. If our expenses were bigger than the income, or the amount of money that we had to pay was larger than the amount of money that we earned, they were said to be in the red, or you had a negative value. You wanted to be in the black. This is why they call Black Friday, because it used to be that stores would be in the red from January till November, but then with all of the holidays associated around the time from Thanksgiving until January 1, businesses would make up their money for the year and actually go from the red or negative money, operating costs, to black or positive operating costs. So there's some more here. I am going to do the best I can, but we're going to simply look at question A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I'll probably just do A, 1, 2, and 3 and make you do A, 4, 5, and 6 at home tonight. So this will be pretty easy. I will use black for positive, red for negative. So we are simply going to find a starting value for each part. So here we go. This is our starting value. Write a number sentence to show the total value on the chipboard for each move. So for A1, we're simply going to show the total amount. So here we go. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black chips. So we have 8 black chips, or a positive 8, and we are going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So plus a negative 12. And so if I cancel these out, and I'll use blue ink for this, if I pair up 1 black with 1 red, okay, and these will cancel each other out. If I have 1 positive dollar and I owe somebody $1, I effectively have a value of 0. So 1 positive with 1 negative, canceling each other out, my answer is going to be, I have 4 red chips left over, so a negative 4. All right, so that's the original chipboard. The value of this board equals a negative 4 because we have 4 more red chips than we do black chips. All right, so now what we're going to do is take this value of negative 4, because this is the starting value. It says use the chipboard as a starting value. So the original chipboard is worth negative 4. So negative 4, and we are going to add in 5 black chips. So plus 5. So if I added in 5 more, so I'm just going to put 5 more plus marks up here. Okay, and then I go through and I pair up each one of those with a red. Now, again, all we're doing today is modeling addition and subtraction with integers. I'm left with 1 black chip left over, so that would equal a positive 1. Okay, again, we'd have 1 positive chip left over. Now, our starting point here is the negative 4. So for A3, We have -4. It says to remove 5 red chips. I'm going to rewrite this so it looks more like a 4 and less like a 9. So -4 or -4. Removing implies that we are subtracting, so minus -5. So I'm going to clear off this board here real quick. Okay. And because I cleared off too much, we'll go back and undo it, and I will clear off this part and the 4, 5 red ones that we earned. Let me refigure this up real quick. Here we go. -4. And so now we're going to take away 5 red ones. So I'll cross these off with purple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, but I need another red. So what we're going to do here is we are going to add what we call a zero pair. And a zero pair would be a negative and a positive. Okay, so here's my red chip. Here is my black chip. And now I can take away one of the reds, and I'm left with a black chip. So -4 minus a -5 is going to equal a +1. So there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I would like for you to just either go back and rewatch it, maybe do a little bit of research on positive and negative numbers, but I would like for you to finish and come up with a number sentence for 4, 5, and 6. I guess 4 and 5 will be number sentences. And then I want you to look at a 1 through 5 and discuss what patterns you see. And write those down. Write down 1 or 2 patterns that you see, maybe just 1, whatever you want. Not whatever you want, but at least 1 pattern that you see in our number sentences for A1 through 5 prior to coming to class tomorrow.